Good afternoon, folks. It is a beautiful day here in Michigan. I am joined here once again by Jared and Kelly for this special occasion. We have a QRL Xfinity Series showdown here at Michigan. This is a playoff race, Jared. We've been asked to rebroadcast this awesome race that was heard around the world. So, Jared, we flew back from Japan. Did not get there all the way. We had to turn the plane around, land back in Michigan for this special race. So glad to have you on board.
Good looking car.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jet lagged from our vacation over there in Japan, but I'm here, I'm awake, I'm ready to go here at Michigan. Or Canada. Some people say it's the Canadian Speedway.
Very nice, Jared. Well, hopefully you can shake off that jet lag, and so can I, as we get ready to go 90 laps here at Michigan. As we have some chatter, we're going to have driver chatter there. I decided to include it. It always adds a little spice here, but we have the Xfinity cars here, and it looks like we have Robert Hussein going to be holding on to row 1 with Kyle and Knott. As they control row 1, row 2 is going to be David Owens and Fred Lester. Row 3 is going to be Peyton Kellogg, Sam Milliken.
A lot of the guys here.
And those pace car lights are off as we get ready to go live here at Michigan. But excited to see what these boys have to offer tonight as we get ready to go racing here. Pace car is getting ready to head off.
That's the one after 34 in case you didn't know, Tom. All right, up pretty good.
All right, that green flag drops and away they go. Headed down into turn 1. Michigan is known for the high line momentum here as they get coming down into turn 1. Here's the exit of 2. As you can see, this wild hornet's nest coming out of 2 down the backstretch here at Michigan.
That long back straightaway here. Get huge runs here in the Xfinity cars going into turn 3, and it's a little bit of a different entry into turn 3.
All right, as we're getting situated here, Jared, gonna get that timing tower up so we can see exactly what's going on the track. Here we go, lap 2 out of 90 already in the books. There's looks like someone got up in the outer wall there, but aerodynamics can be very important here at Michigan. You do not want to damage anything of that car or any of that sheet metal. Could definitely affect your race, as we have cars almost going 3 wide, 2 wide at the end of this race. But big playoff race for a lot of these drivers. Stage points are going to matter. Jared, when's that stage break?
Lap 35 is when the stage breaks, and I don't really know how the points system works for stage breaks, so once I get information on that, I will definitely let you know.
Okay, very good, Jared. Yeah, we don't have our fingers on the pulse of this series as much as we do as of the Bonfire Racing League, but we will do our best to update you guys on the points and playoff drivers as the race continues. But I do know it is the round of 16, I believe. And a couple drivers already locked in with a couple wins. I believe David Owens is locked in with 3, and like I said, I'll get that updated when I get a chance. But everybody's single file so far, Jared. Seems like everyone's just filling out the track, getting those tires warmed up, the temp.
Yeah, and I did look up the points through Sim Racer Hub, and it's just like the regular old NASCAR series. 10 points for the stage winner, and I believe there's also a bonus point in there for the playoffs that transfers over before the last race of the or after the last race of the regular season, but then it goes down by 1 for the top 10, so 10th place gets 1 point. So definitely want to be in that top 10 to be able to get any points.
Great look at Richard Swindle there, or Joseph Volpus there in the 40. The 98, and there's a Swingle in the 45 in that beautiful White Castle Ford Mustang. There's a shot of Peyton Cullen. Looks like it's a take on the Bush car. It's Bent Creek Kennels. Nice looking race car right there with some mountainscapes.
Yeah, a lot of really good looking paint schemes out here, Kevin. Don't know the significance through all of them because we are no longer really connected that much with most of the drivers, but always good to see really good looking paint schemes.
Yeah, it definitely brings a flavor and identity to each car and driver. So definitely shout out to all the hard work some of these guys put into these cars. Looks like David Owens and Kyle Anott, they're battling it out for P2. Got a little bit of a showdown right there.
Yeah, David trying to use the momentum of that top lane, kind of going to run the middle here, trying to carry that momentum down the back straightaway. When he gets to the quarter panel, he gets side draft, second place car there. Kyle doesn't want to really fight this out too much, or he'll have Peyton Tolek right behind him and he'll just get freight trained. Looks like he's going to slide in right behind there with his teammate David Owens.
Hold on a second, Jared. Having difficulties once again with the control mouse. Son of a gun. One second, we're gonna pause this beautiful bean footage. Just give me a second. I don't know why. Won't hit that button again. Unbelievable, Jared, as we have technical difficulties on our first time for the QRL, but I won't have it any other way.
I think we could just put a giant Fox Sports logo on our broadcast.
We could. All right. Well, Jared, guess I'll keep her running right now until I figure out how to get off of this mouse aim, which is kind of embarrassing. But let's see. Oh, did that do it? Okay, that did it. All right, beautiful. Whew. All right, back to the action at hand. That's a close one. Almost had to call in Pim there for a little extra help on how to work my overlay.
So the interesting about stage racing here, Pim, or Kevin, so used to broadcasting with Pim. But with the stage racing, caution is going to be on lap 35, but these cars only can carry around 30 laps of fuel, so they will have to pit before the stage yellow. No way to stretch it out on fuel. So we are going to see maybe green flag pit stops here.
All right, good to keep that in mind as this race continues on. Lap 9 out of 90 down already. Everyone keeping it real clean. Got a nice pack here up front. That's Fred. That's gonna be Robert Hissong and David Owens and Kyle Anott leading that front group, and then you have a pack of 4 drivers in the back. That's gonna be started off with Peyton Tullock, Adam Newton, Matt Novella, Ty Killa, rounding out that group. Not far behind that, there's Nate Maurer. You see Nate out here in this series, always running strong. Keep your eyes on that 971. I freaking have it memorized. I see that car so much.
Yeah, you're really going to see the draft come into play at this racetrack, so you're definitely going to want somebody following behind you if you're going to make a move on one of these straightaways. If you don't have anybody going with you, you're not going to make it very far. As David Owens has his kind of teammate of Kyle Anott following him around on the straightaways, but Robert Hissong in the 29, he is holding strong.
Yeah, that front group now has gotten caught up. More cars have caught up to that lead pack, Jared, as now we can see we got 2x2 racing right now with the front pack. That's definitely going to slow them down a little bit. as it's going to let some of these cars further back in the pack start to gain, reduce that gap.
Now it's interesting here with the 919 of newcomer Adam Newton. His first race ever with these guys, and now he's got to choose who he wants to follow in the corner and on the straightaways.
David Owens using that high, very high line, about a car length off, half a car length off of that wall, really using that high line to his advantage. See exactly how much it pays off as he tries to keep that lead over Kyle and not running that lower line, but looks like Kyle might succeed there.
Yeah, you don't want to be racing side by side for very long. It's going to slow both cars down. We saw it in real life between Kyle Busch and I believe it was Brad Keselowski and I can't remember who the Brian Vickers. That's who it was. Seeing Brian Vickers side draft Kyle Busch, and Brad Keselowski went around the bottom lane because they were both slowed down due to the side force.
Well, Jared, it's interesting to see. They have not the front pack. Usually have a leader really start breaking away from the pack, but this is tight, close racing right now. Everyone's staying right within each other's reach there, not letting anyone get too far away.
Yeah, 3 wide with Fred Lester in the 07 trying to go for the lead. Kind of this triangular looking shape with the top 5 or 6. But David Owens just being able to carry the momentum off the top lane down the front straightaway.
Kyle Lonat in that 988, using every bit of that racetrack as much as he can, taking it all the way down to the apron by the start-finish line and trying to shave off as much time as he can coming around this track, but it's not going to be enough to hold off Fred Lester in the 07.
Yeah, look at Fred Lester. He picks kind of the middle lane. David goes to the top, Kyle to the bottom. Fred goes to the middle, get some of that clean air on the front that I believe it's a Mustang.
Yeah, it's a Mustang.
Just trying to break the air, get some clean air on the nose, have it handled well. Because if you get that dirty air on the nose, that your car's not going to handle as well as you want it to.
Yeah, that car's going to push right up to the wall. Not going to have any downforce, keeping that car down at the track, and the car's usually going to be tight. It's now Kyle Lonat gets behind David Owens, and that 988 is going to give a nice push to Owens as they're running down into turn 3. But 3 wide again, almost 4 wide. Not quite on the 4, but 3 very different lines, very close to each other. But great shot here in our Farmers Only chopper from high above the Michigan Speedway. Had to turn that helicopter around when we got the notice for this race from Japan, but it's all right. We're getting paid very well for this race. We should be able to pay for the helicopter and crew and all of the boys and girls here in the Cavalcade Racing production truck.
Now, Kev, I don't want to alarm anybody, but as top 6 start battling, look who's in that 7th place, the 971 of Nate Maurer. He's making his charge up through the field as we see him just hanging out there down the back straightaway, just still in the draft, still in the picture.
Yeah, you can never roll up the 971, and especially with Ty Killa right behind him. Also, that Burger King late at night having your way paint scheme. You can never count these two, Jared. Ty Killa's a great racer, always up there in the mix, but it seems like Nate's just biding his time to make the right move as he watches this pack in front of them battle it out side by side. Further back in the pack, this third group led by Scotty Estep, Mitch Diamond, Joseph Volpus, and the number 4 of Andrew Volander. These guys are battling out back here, so let's not forget about them as they're giving each other a great race with some of these cars further back.
Now we do have some takers down pit road. Mitch Diamond coming down the first one to come down pit road, followed by Matthew Smith. And we got it. Zach Engel. He hits the inside wall.
Chuck E. Cheese car hits right in the retainer wall on the inside. That's going to be terrible for the 47 of Zach Engel as he backs that car up, tries to get that thing turned around the right way to come down pit lane. And he does, but that mouse has seen better days. But it's a green flag race still.
Robert Hitsong coming down pit road, followed by Matt Hopplinger. And the 82, they're going to try and make it down pit road. Hopefully have a clean stop here. Don't want to be sliding into any barriers, but looks all clean here.
Yeah, great job by those two.
Halfway point in the stage, trying to split it in half.
But back up at the front of the battle, it's heating up even more. So now you have 4 or 5 cars in the mix. Nate Maurer, as we talked about earlier now, joining up with that 6th spot after some cars pitted. But Kyle Anott making that low line stick as he's going to take that. Oh, got another taker for pit row, number 32.
Steven Brian.
Oh, Stevens got hot on the brakes as he brings it in. Looks like he kept it under pit road speed there. So no worse for wear as that Logitech G number 32 Camaro comes on in for service. Oh, it might have hit the wall there, Jared, as he backs that Camaro up, gets it settled. That's going to cost him a ton of time under green flag conditions.
Yeah, it looked like he just locked up and wasn't able to steer the car. Lap 22 approaching. We still got a lot of guys that need to take some fuel to make it to the end of the stage.
Jared, you ever had combos before? The little pretzel snack?
Oh yeah, the pizza flavor ones are my favorite.
Yeah, definitely like the combos. I think I like the peanut butter filled ones personally, but nice job there by Adam there.
That's okay. This is America. People can be wrong.
Look at these cars spread out all over these different lines here in Michigan. It's awesome to see everyone keeping it under together and great driving. Nate Maurer looks to try to find a way around this blockade that he's facing.
Yeah, he's going to put a little bit of clean air. Then he's going to make the pass on the outside. Yeah, just not able to do it, but he's going to get a run here down the back straightaway.
Yeah, 56 got a good run on the 919. But it looks like he's going to let off the fuel as the 988. Kyle takes off some speed, uses that middle lane. Ooh, is that combos car going to get up into the night? Kyle, he does not, stays off of him as they go 3 wide down the front stretch here.
Yeah, not able to generate enough of a run to get up to the quarter panel of the 988. Side draft a little bit.
919 shuts the door on the 56, almost causes him to wreck himself, but able to stay off the 56.
Now the 47 of Angle, Angle, going a lap down after that slow stop, hitting the inside wall, getting on the brakes.
Yeah, it's a tough break for that Chuck E. Cheese car. I know Chucky had a lot of supporters here tonight, but a tough break there for him and Angle as that 47 car is going to go a lap down here.
I think we need to make a cavalcade arcade game for Chuck E. Cheese's.
Definitely.
I don't know what it will be about, but I'm sure it'd be a great promotion.
It's going to be about getting the nose camera off.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Nose. The 919, Adam Newton, coming down pit road this time. See if he has any takers. Looks like the 56. Also gonna come down pit road with him of Matt Novella.
Oh, they get both a little loose, hang on to the car. Matt Novella have a little more difficulty there, but no worse for wear as he gets that thing low down.
3-5. Thank you.
All right, so that lead pack is going to be Fred Lester leading that pack. Kyle Anott in P2, David Owens P3, Nate Maurer now up to P4. And P5 is going to be Ty Killa running there back behind Zach. Oh, Lester.
Fred Lester got on the brake. Got loose.
Fred Lester
It's
trying
gonna
to
cost him some time.
Whoa that thing down pit lane.
He's still almost wrecking.
Gets it sideways. Great save there by Lester to keep all four wheels on the ground there. Great job as he brings that Ford Mustang down pit row.
Nate Maurer coming down pit road this time, lap 27. 8 laps to go in the stage. Trying to overcut the rest of the field. David Owens also going to come in this time. Joe Volpist, Sam Milliken. So a lot of takers this time by. I think they're just waiting. Coming down pit road and whoops. Oh, sideways. He saved it. What a save.
Damn it, boy. I haven't seen SpongeBob in there. Woo. Sawing on that wheel, keeping that thing straight. But great save there by Nate Maurer coming down pit road.
Incredible.
All right, that leaves your leader, Kyle Knott, still out on those old tires.
Kill him, Nate. Kill him.
He is going to come down pit road this time as well.
We just ran last lap time there. Jared was a 41.20. Let's take a look at some of these cars that last pitted.
Sorry, Matt. I was doing my way.
Kind of comparable, saving maybe, a second, maybe a second difference there off the lap time. So that is a pretty big creation there. Scotty Estep's going to be your leader right now. Still hasn't pitted though, as we're waiting for more green flag cycles to pit stop cycles to commence.
I think Scotty Estep will be coming down pit road here anytime soon.
Scotty having a hard time down pit lane. We able to catch it there, Jared. All right, leader right now is Peyton Tullock, last man standing. That number 8 Chevy Camaro. He's got 30 laps on those old tires. Here comes 8 down pit lane. Oh, now that leaves Chris Smith last on the track. Robert Hissong, that number 29 though, pitted, is going to be your leader after Chris Smith comes in for his fuel stop. And remember, we do have a stage break coming up, so we will see how this unfolds here. As David Owen gets up into the wall just a little bit, they go spreading to get out of the way.
How are fucking following me?
Jared, I don't know, you might have muted yourself or not.
I was just waiting for the opportune time, just watching all the action on track.
Sorry, I was like...
Too many for words.
It's awfully quiet in here. I was like, oh, as the 82 and the 56 are door by door. Great race there by Matt Obinger and Matt Novella. One.
Oh, look at the power move from the 988. Sliding through the field.
You got three draft packs, almost 3 wide as they battling it out, Jared. This is a huge battle for the stage win. As the 37 Coors Light car gets out of the way, sees the freight train coming down the track. But Kyle Lynott pulling off that huge move to take over first place right now, second place, as they're trying to chase down Robert Hassong right now. And Robert has that over 2 second gap right now. So Robert, with the strong move on the pit stop, able to capitalize and see how long he can hold off. These cars are on fresher tires though.
Yeah, and pit road is closed with 2 to go on the stage.
Yeah, so Robert came in on lap 19, Jared. He was our first one to win to the pit, and then he has that over 2 second lead on those fresher tires. So definitely paid off for him on this. Probably going to take that stage win.
I don't know. Kyle Lynott's coming. I think he's got fresher tires. He's coming to the rear bumper on the back straightaway. Gonna be side by side going into 3.
Makes the pass on the inside, but can he make it stick as the 29 might have some momentum off the outside, but looks like Kyle's going to hold on to it.
And stage 1 belongs to Kyle Lynott. I think they're going to allow the top 10 to get across the start-finish line before they throw the flag, and yeah, that is the case. So first yellow in the books, 35 laps down.
Fucking what a battle there, boys. That was fun.
Oh, Nate Maurer almost loses control there. Not sure what's going on there. He's just warming up those tires. Is he just showing off? I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's almost wrecking.
Nate, what are you doing?
I wanted me to bring it a little sideways like I did last week for him on the last lap.
Oh, sounds like he's showing off to someone out in the stands there, Jared. So at the cost of his car,
They're coming out too.
and chance of wrecking it for a little showboat.
Sounds like my kind of party.
I was gonna say, sounds like someone else I know quite well.
Base car middle back. Check up.
We're gonna restart. Yeah, but I don't know how I saved that going to the pits, dude. I thought it was done.
Dude, I gassed it up. I was like, oh my god. Then I had to slam on brakes. So I was like, oh, pit road speed.
All right, Jared. So most drivers looks like lap 28, 25, 27s. You do have Robert Hassong, lap 19. Matt Oppinger, lap 19. Matthew Smith pitted lap 18. But everyone's coming in right now.
58.
Yeah, gonna get a free stop here for tires and fuel. Gonna be interesting to see who beats others off pit road.
But it just like my teammates were about 15.
So I believe it's gonna be a 4 tire and fuel stop. Looks like Robert Hassong getting off pit road first.
Here, buddy.
Oh wait, no, that's Joe, or not Joe, Kyle Lynott. That's who it was.
Kyle just gets it. Yep.
Sorry, no way.
Hey, you haven't wrecked or gotten wrecked yet, so you're good.
Chris Morrow out there
Put me
still
in next gen, I'll take out
didn't
tomorrow.
come in and pit. Last pitted lap 30. See what he has up his sleeves as these laps continue.
Yeah, maybe Chris just wanted some track position.
Hey, race control. 565 knew the black flags cleared, but then I knew the EOL because I did get it entering a close pit. But I also got a passing in the yellow that needs to be cleared too. Special black 5-4. I got two of them. One's for entering a closed pit, which is justified. I deserve the EOL. The second one's for passing under yellow. I still got the 048 car, but there's nobody around me.
It's a new thing here with race control. You're actually able to talk to them. Hopefully there's no issues like the 2021 Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Be going red, right?
Yeah, it is nice to
No,
have
you're
race
supposed to be on
control.
alternate.
Jax the Vol, big
wait,
shout
no,
out to him
primary.
for putting his time in and helping out the QRL. I know it makes it more enjoyable being able to have any issues that, you know, maybe have some flags cleared or any issues arise, or throwing some manual cautions there. But Jared, those pace car lights are off as we're getting ready to go back live racing here with 50 laps left to go in the race after they take the green flag here.
Yeah, a lot of race left to run. Definitely want to get up towards the front if you're near the back. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. But this is a big racetrack, big, wide, open, so you would think that drivers wouldn't be able to find each other.
I don't think that stops them. Pace car turns off. And Chris Morrill going to be bringing them down to the Geico restart line. He fires off late, gets that inside line rolling as Kyle Lynott and company take off right behind and chase. Remember, Chris is on those older tires. 7-lap older tires than basically the rest of the field. Let's see how he can hold on, if he can, and for how long.
Yeah, really need to open up the entry there going into one. Get a really clean, strong momentum off the corner, but he's got Kyle Lynott right behind him with Robert Hissong coming as well. But here comes Matt Novello right behind him in the 56. Ty Keela putting on a performance in that 24 car from Burger King.
Jared, have you heard the jingle from BK?
I have.
I love it. I find myself singing it constantly. As a 29 almost gets in the back of Chris Morrill there. Almost tips him for a ride, but they were able to get that sorted out. Now as the 29's got the outside position on Chris Morrill. 56 now looking for a way around. Chris is definitely having a hard time keeping up the pace with some of these guys on older tires, but he should have a set for later now with the strategy move.
Novello moving up to P3. But it looks like Robert Hissong almost tried to cross over. They're gonna be side by side. Oh, he turns him into the outside wall.
Oh, the humanity. Oh no, Robert's going inside down the grass. Can he get control of it? Oh my God, oh! Oh, God.
Checking out for
Jared,
first
I've seen some bad wrecks here in Michigan, but that one almost tops them all, Jared. I hope the 29's okay in that good wrench car, but he took a devastating hit to the front of that car. Oh
Pace car
my.
coming out too now.
Taking a look at Matt's car right now. After that, he got out of the outside wall. Fair bit of damage on that vehicle. seemed like everybody else was able to escape that crash, Jared, and get away clean somehow as those cars came back down the apron towards the infield.
Yeah, I mean, that's just racing side by side, trying to side draft. Unfortunately, clipped the driver to your left, turning you both into the outside wall, and just a hard hit going into the inside safer barrier near pit road. But these cars running at that much speed, if they hit those concrete walls in the pits like we saw at Texas, that'd just be unfortunate. I don't even know if the wall would be able to hold that much force, and the driver would definitely be injured at that point.
Yeah, we're getting word that they're bringing in the medevac helicopter into the infield for Robert Hassong. Our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family right now, as it looks like he's going to be getting transported out of the racetrack here. So we'll just keep him in our thoughts and prayers as the race continues, but we'll keep you updated on any more status on Robert Hassong and his next week's availability. All right, that's a strong car that got damaged there, Jared. So that's going to leave Kyla not in the lead. Ty Killa's going to take P2. Chris Morrill ends up with a P3 when that yellow flag came out. Nate Mauer's going to have P4. Fred Lester P5. David Owens is going to have the P6 spot. Matt Opplinger, Andrew Bolander, Joseph Wolpus, and then Adam Newton going to round out your top 10.
I believe this time it's going to be one to go. I believe the leader gets lane choice as well. So pace car lights are off. Kyle and I going in for the inside line. Ty Keela on the outside. Chris Morrill going to the inside in that third place. And Nate Mauer in the top 5, starting 4th on the outside row.
Ty, why are you in second gear, bro?
What, you starting first?
No, I put it in second when we're coming out of fourth, so I don't waste fuel.
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, shots fired. Killa said, mind your own damn business.
Kyle, you the leader?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Coming out of turn 4, they're going to get stacked up here, and we're going to go back racing after that terrible incident there in the infield.
Pace car heads down pit lane. Kyle not going to get these boys started as they hit the Geico restart line. Away he goes. They fires off. Chris Morrill with a great jump. It's going to have a run on Ty Killa coming in turn 1, more than likely. As that outside lane is going to get a little more momentum as they got a little more energy on that upper lane and are a little more organized.
Oh, we got a crash 65 into the outside wall out of turn 2.
Oh, Scotty Estep gets involved just a little bit as 65 of Mitch Diamond gets turned in that outer barrier wall. Slows it down, gets it turned around. Looks like he's got a little bit quite a bit of damage there on that left side, Jared.
I got it early to enter the first pit. I was a lucky dog. When we're going to take the pit.
Right at the halfway point.
Yeah, Jared, so on that last pit stop sequence we had, few cars
I don't even
pit.
think
That
we
would
had
be.
a chance to pit on that last one.
That was Peyton, Scotty,
Checking up middle back.
Chris Smith, Mitch Diamond was also one of those that pitted. And you got Chris Morrill still up there at P3 running on those the older tires, 7-lap tires
Came
still.
around, caught the field.
Chris, key up for me. I'll clear it for you.
Now this is gonna be interesting. With halfway to go, who comes down pit road, who stays out. You come down pit road right now, you'll have about 14 laps left to go when you need a pit again.
Thank you.
You keep your track position. Doesn't seem
Looks like
we
we
have
got
too
some
many takers.
takers. It's like David Owens gonna lead a group of guys down pit road. Looks like 10, 11 cars, including the injured car, Mitch Diamond in the 65.
Yeah, over half the field's coming down right now, Jared.
It's like 8 out of the 11 or 8 out of the 19 drivers still left on track came down pit road that time. So, but this could win you the race right here. Come down pit road during the yellow flag.
Yeah, so there's no way anyone right now can make it to the end. Everyone still needs to pit in their fuel window.
Just wondering what happened there off of 2.
Yeah, I didn't know either. All of a sudden I was just around and I was like, okay.
So, Kevin, what's the next race we've got lined up for the Cavalcade Racing Network schedule?
Yeah,
Well, Jared, after this race here at Michigan, you and me are headed off to the Far East once again to complete our coverage of the BRL Bonfire Racing League, Bonfire Premier Cup cars
Yeah,
at
since that
the
last
Twin
update,
Ring
there's been a lot of mixed
Bottega in Japan. So that is next on the docket, Jared.
Sounds like a plan.
Not sure.
I really
how you're-
hope that
Yeah, go ahead, Jared. Sorry about that.
I was really hoping, or I hope that Penn's got the budget for all these flights we're taking to Japan.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really hope so. I mean, definitely gonna take some money out of his budget for other items, but hopefully he's able to afford it for us. As we are what this network rests its. We are the shoulders that we carry a lot of weight here for this network, Jared. So
I am? Oh, no.
hopefully they're able to take care of us on these flights, maybe first class.
Sounds like you
I really hope so, but I mean, it won't hurt him that much. I mean, what would another Max Verstappen shirt do anyway? So
Exactly. Well, Jared, those pace car lights are off. It looks like they're coming down the back stretch here.
Smoking out the right side now.
Smoking? What? Just for you, I've been employed.
High Kilo, one of the only Toyotas in the field. I think maybe the only Toyota in the field.
I believe Adam Newton at 919's got a Toyota there, Jared.
Oh, okay. So
He's got some help.
Toyotas are outnumbered.
He's got some help back there.
Pace car pulls off pit road. Kyle not going to lead him to the Geico restart zone. Green flag back up in the air here at Michigan.
And away he goes. Chris Worrell, great start once again. As now he's running door to door to Tykilla. But great start as Nate Mauer's going to give Tykilla a little bit of a bump there coming into turn 1. Mitch Diamond's back after that damage, just hanging on in the back right now.
Yeah, going into this race, I believe Mitch Diamond plus 33 into the playoffs and that 9th position in the total rankings. Doesn't have a win yet, but he's doing pretty good for himself on points. He's got 6 playoff points that will transfer in after the regular season. So 4 more races to go here in the regular season.
But look at that hornet's nest further back behind Chris Morrow right now. It seems like he might be holding up some of those drivers just a little bit on those older tires. But he's doing a great job holding that track position as best he can.
So, Kev, I'm going to put you on the spot here for our promotion, talking about combos. What do you think is the race-winning combination to win this race here at Michigan, and maybe even lock yourself into the playoffs?
Well, Jared, I think it's going to be a combination of tire usage, and when you come in for that pit stop, because these drivers are all going to need to come in one more time under green flag conditions. So it's going to be the timing of that pit stop and how well you can hold on to those tires and use them wisely, as it might come down to that.
All right. Hear it there, folks. That was your race-winning combination.
I don't know how.
Oh, you good. You
Oh,
good,
it's
man.
getting
You
dicey
good.
there
You
behind
good.
David Owens. His cars are slashing and dicing there in the back.
Yeah, I believe that was Chris Smith there in the 37, giving a little bit of a bumper to Fred Lester in the 07 Fox suspension car.
Chris Morrow dives down low, gets a little bit out of the way as he brings it back up to get that nice line going into that turn. Brings it down low towards the apron. But what a race we're having right here, folks.
David Owens using Chris, who has the older tires, as a pick on to get it around Matt Opplinger in the 82 Hooters car. As they almost go 4 wide through 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's amazing right now. These guys, just the quality of race these drivers are putting on. We had a couple of incidents so far, but so far, great clean race from these drivers here at the QRL Xfinity Series here on Wednesday nights. Big battle here behind Chris, as Chris is right behind David, but Lester's pushing the issue on Chris. But really impressed with Chris's ability to keep those tires underneath him, keep his track position as well as he has.
Yeah, Chris actually made contact to the rear bumper of the 11, giving him a shove going into 1, maybe try to use it to maybe offset the car, maybe push it up the racetrack. Just a little strategy there as he got loose there on the apron, got below the yellow line, unsettled the car. As Mitch Diamond comes down pit road, go another lap down.
Yeah, Mitch is just pulling out all the stops, whatever he can really do to salvage the rest of his day, since not too much more he can do.
Shame.
Around 3.5 laps left to go before the pit window opens. And we start getting busy down on pit road.
With Scotty and Chris door to door.
Battle heating up front. Again, David Owens catching Ty Keela. Has the help from Fred Lesser. They've been kind of working together to kind of move their way through the field, drafting with each other. as the 4 car of Andrew Bolander giving a shove to the 8. Further behind. But Kyle Anott still leading strong.
Nate Mauer's going to pick up that P2 spot now. We saw him laying around P6, P7, but has now moved his way up to P2. A strong showing there from Mr. Mauer. And then the rookie driver
there. Yeah, Ty Kilo really wanted to turn in there, but David Owens was to his inside, so he kind of checked him up. He lost concentration on where he was going to go in the corner, lost the spot to Fred Lester. Battle up front. Nate Mauer challenging for the lead. On the outside of Kyle Anott, we saw him leading this whole time since the drop of the green flag after stage number 2 and the unfortunate yellows that we had. But Nate Mauer's coming alongside with the 919, the rookie of the series, Adam Newton.
Adam Newton, they're 3 wide behind Nate Mauer as they're trying to find a way around. 919's going to keep the 07 up there behind Nate, as now the 919 and Nate and Kyle are almost 3 wide, are 3 wide. And the 07 of Lester trying to join on in, but this is a 4-car, 5-car battle now with Owens joining the group.
Pit window is open now, starting this lap, so it's just now a ticking time bomb for when these drivers want to pit. So, Kevin, since you've got the data ready in hand, when was the last time, let's say, the 971 pitted?
Sorry, got
971, Nate Mauer pitted last lap, lap 37, he came in for that pit stop.
All right, that's 5 laps until that fuel basically runs out. Or around there, we did have some yellow periods, so we may have maybe 4 laps extra on that. So we'll say maybe 9, 8.5 laps of fuel left, just to be on the safe side. Along with that, tires too are a little bit older as we see them fading a little bit in the back.
Yeah, he's starting to get swallowed up there maybe by a couple drivers, but like as you can see, Nate's been on those, looks like 25 lap tires right now compared to the top 3 that are on, I think it looks like 15 lap old tires. But just a battle between everyone. Everyone is less than a half a second between each other, just battling it up and down the field right now. Awesome to see all these different cars all throughout the field battling out for position as every spot matters and trying to get into the playoffs and have your ticket punched in the next round.
Yeah, Nate's being kind of put into a precarious situation. He's got Kyle Anott to his inside, so that's cutting off him getting to the bottom of the racetrack if he needed to pit.
Oh, Tykila gets loosened up in the outer wall, but able to save it. And drivers are able to scatter just a little bit and get around him without causing any other contact with any drivers. So great little save there by Tykila, but that is going to slow down to 24.
Tyquila, also one of those drivers that needs to pit here soon. We heard him on the radio say he's not worried about fuel, but I'd say at this moment in time he should be worried about fuel from a crew chief's perspective.
All right, looks like Scotty Estep's headed in the pit lane there, Jared. Looks like he's going to be putting on some good ear Eagles there and a fresh can of Sunoco fuel as that 048 is going to get serviced and drop that jack on the left side, and away he will be gone as he completes his pit stop here for the rest of the race.
Sam, I'm boxing this lap.
Tyquila coming down pit road.
Hey, car boss.
Yeah, you see him getting his way down to the lower lane. He's able to make that entry. So's the number 8 coming on in. They get it down as they come down pit lane to get service for the rest of the race. Well, Adam Newton seems to be handling this first race very well in this series. Is no stranger to the pressure, it seems, as he's taking over that P1 spot.
Bradson.
I believe Chris Morrill coming down. Yep. Chris coming down pit road. We both called it at the same time.
Yeah, good for Chris.
And
Chris
looks like Matt Opplinger as well.
Yeah, Chris really hoping for another caution. I think he was hoping for a caution there, but he held on as long as he could with those older tires. Had those tires on since lap 30. So great job there by Chris as he's going to throw another one on, but maybe a late caution could help out Chris and he'd have that extra set to put on. But we'll have to just see how this race unfolds as they both get serviced here, getting 4 fresh tires.
Lap 70. 6 laps to go before those guys that pitted on lap 45 need to come down pit road. Looks like Scotty Estep moving his way through the field. He's on new tires. As Fred Lester says on the radio, he will be coming down pit road.
Hit me.
With Nate Power, let's hope he doesn't have another issue. That 971. Joe Volpus also coming down pit road. Looks all clean. Oh, as Joe has to get her down to speed. Doesn't lock it up, but he was carrying a lot of speed down pit road.
Yeah, he definitely caught up. As long as he kept that thing from speeding, he did a great job there, making up some time on Maurer and company.
And at this rate, Scotty Estep gets his lap back, passes the leader on this 2-mile racetrack. Good for him. Doesn't have to worry about the yellow dog having to start at the back of the field. Steven Brian coming down pit road with Sam Milliken in the 17. Man, it's getting busy. Chris Smith also coming down pit road as well.
Oh, Nelly, is that Brienne car 32? Almost clips that inside wall, but able to stay away from it and get a down in time and not cause any damage. Whew, that was a close one.
Looks like David Owens also coming down pit road with Kyle Lynott in front for fresh tires and fuel for all the drivers. No adjustments since it is fixed setups. So if you're tight, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Jared, the only thing you can really do about being tight is maybe put some more bias towards the rear there, hoping your tires might help you out on that braking to get that car to rotate a little bit.
I don't know what a brake is.
Dead forward.
Are you talking about the other cars? I use the other cars as a brake.
There you go.
Ask
Oh,
Ryan Twynham.
all right, Owens coming out now behind the leader, Adam Newton.
Yeah, David's going to try and pull the undercut here as he's pitting right now. So we're about to see if the undercut works. Kev, do you have the track map figured out?
I do.
Let's hope so. This should be very interesting, very good coverage, seeing where the drivers are at.
I must have.
Obviously, doesn't remember it.
Oh. There it is, Jared. I have it. Car number.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we see David Owens there on the back straightaway behind the 971. Oh, and it looked like what's his name? Adam Newton had to back up into his stall. That's going to cost him some time. But out of turn number 4, David Owens coming out as the jack just goes up on the right side.
There goes Owens on the top. Big difference there. Huge gain there. A mistake, a little bit of that hiccup on pit lane, but Adam Newton's going to have his workout out for him to catch back up.
That was close, Chris. Yeah, I can't win those.
Laps to go.
I believe everybody's pitted. If I'm wrong, Kevin, please tell me.
You have Matthew Smith and Richard Swingle, P1, P2 yet to pit. They last pitted lap 47, so expect them coming in to complete a pit stop. And then besides that, Jared, yes, everyone has pitted. It should be good to go to the green. So
All right, as I'm looking here, Robert Swingle minus 28 into the playoffs for the top 16. He had Robert Richards and Robert Babcock in front of him, but none of those guys are here. Jonathan Wright also not here. And, of course, Matt Novella having that issue. Definitely going to help Robert Swingle. No matter where he finishes in this race, he's definitely going to gain points and get into the playoffs on points after this race is over.
Yeah, right now these drivers that haven't pitted are just hoping for a caution, just to help them out with their strategy, but they're hanging on as much as they can to see how far that fuel will take them. As we take a look to the drivers that have pitted and are good to go, this is your battle right here, folks. Nate Mowers leading that group, last pitted lap 70. Fred Lester pitted lap 70 also. David Owens 1 lap later at 71. Joseph Fulpiss running, he also pitted lap 70. And then Scotty Estep's going to be on your older tires. Lap 65 he pitted. Kyle Anott, lap 71 tires.
96.
Ty Gilla, 67 lap tires. And then Adam Newton is going to be on the freshest tires of them all, is lap 73. So let's keep an eye on Adam Newton and his tire usage as he tries to claw his way back to the front.
Yeah, and unfortunately for, I believe it was Matthew Smith, the strategy didn't work out for him. The guys that were running up front got their lap back. So unfortunately not able to do anything strategy-wise if the yellow were to come out. That's also going forward with Robert Swingle as well. Strategy is too late now. It will not work. Might as well come down pit road, get some fresh tires, and just dry your heart out.
That's all you can do. And here comes Kyle Anott using that low line. Seems like he's been really liking that low side line, making the most of that low side. So Kyle pushing the issue. Now that he's back to P6 at the moment. But this 5 group battle right now is really starting to heat up.
Oh, and it looked like Fred Lesser maybe got up to the wall, or maybe Nate Maurer.
Yeah, a little contact there, Jared. You called it correctly there, just as it happened. It's like Lester got contact, and so did Nate. But they look like they're okay.
It's a little bit of lost in momentum as David Owens going for the lead, challenging, but he doesn't have anybody pushing him. Last season, remember, Nate Maurer pushed Robert Richards to the front, helped him get that win.
Now Owens and Swingle, or I'm not Swingle, Lester, door to door. Joseph Vulpes now behind Kyle and not giving him the push.
Oh, a little bit door bang with Fred Lester there going into one. He's going to push him up the racetrack, make him get out of the gas.
Stand back.
Just
Fred,
enough to
stand
shut the
back.
door on Lester.
Now look who's caught up to this group. It's Adam Newton, still getting used to the name,
Yeah, don't
but they're
forget
all
it,
within a
Jared.
second of each other.
Yeah, the Combos car has caught up to this group on the pressure tires. Let's see if he might have used too much, though, catching up to this group as he looks for a way around Joseph. Looks high, he looks low, back to high. Looks like he's going to take that high line now.
He's going to use the momentum, run down the hill, get a run on Nate Maurer in the 971, get to his rear bumper.
And he does have the highest I rating in this class right now with over a 3,000 I rating. So definitely knows his way around this oval track.
No, Kev, I've started working on my I rating, making improvements as Nate kind of bounces off the wall again.
It's good to hear, Jared. So have you finally broken 400?
I never was 400.
Oh, sorry.
I'm up to 1400.
That's my road racing IR.
I just figured that was your IR in general. I think that will be your IR after the Monday car.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my application to be accepted. I haven't seen anything in the mail yet, so I do have like 40 more IR to get to 800. So I'll have that. in no time.
Is that the minimum? Is 800?
Yeah, 800 is the minimum.
Run some Mazda races.
I am. I'm getting ready for the Roval.
Oh man, that should be a fun one. Run in the back.
I gotta run high. I gotta win.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Adam Newton making the pass, or at least trying to in P2.
Yeah.
Got to run.
David Owens is seeing that Combos car growing ever so larger in his rearview mirror. But no one really making the 919 fight for it as he passes those cars easily. Oh, as Kyle Lanot gets into the outer wall, concrete dust goes flying. That's going to slow him down just a little bit, though, as David Owens is hanging on to dear life with this position. Fred Lesser to 07 trying to keep up pace with the Combos car, but as David drops down low on the apron, trying to maybe break that draft, trying to shave off any time he can off the apron. Gonna come back up top, block that 919 a little bit, then use that lower line. Jared, 5 laps to go here, 4 to go when they hit the white line as Newton looking very strong right now in these closing laps. Does he have enough juice to close this race out?
Really close. Oh, right on the rear bumper.
Woo! What a crossover move there.
My bad, dude.
More of a block more than anything. David got really lucky. He wasn't closer, or else he would have been spun around. Maybe even the 919 collected as well.
919 of Newton
Sorry,
looks
did you
slow.
say go low or you're staying low? Yeah. Yeah, go low.
Clears him. Coming to 3 to go, 6 miles left.
You have Mitch Diamond up ahead to his lap traffic. I'm not sure if they're going to get there in time with 4 to go. Could come into play here as it seems like the front group has single filed out and just trying to make as much speed as they can.
David Owens gained a little bit there going in through 3 and 4. He's generating a run here. He's got to stay in the draft here on the front straightaway. 2 to go. Think maybe Adam Newton maybe wants to try and at least get in the slipstream of Mitch Diamond just to get a little bit of a draft to kind of help with the defense against David Owens, almost like the DRS that Carlos Sainz used in the Singapore Grand Prix with Lando Norris. I am a little bit biased towards that race, but it's the white flag, 1 to go. I don't think they'll get to Mitch Diamond.
No, I think
but it's going to be 2 miles left to go.
David's in it as much as he can. Looks like a 2-man race now for the win. As David seems to get a little momentum now off that outer lane. Is closing the gap on Adam. Jared, is he going to get position on Adam coming into this turn? He looks like he does.
David had to get out of the gas there through the center. It's going to allow Adam to get below him. They're going to be side by side coming to the start-finish line. Door to door, wheel to wheel. Who's it going to be?
Oh my! No. It's by a nose. They're gonna have to go to the photo to see who won this one.
How did I lose? I was just going.
People are asking how he lost. It sounds like Adam might have lost that one here in the comments. Jared, it looks like David Owens is going to be your big winner here at Michigan. The Firekeepers 90 here in Michigan. What a race!
Did something wrong there, but that was just a lot of fun. Holy crap! I haven't had that much fun in a long time.
Chris Morrell's talking about how much fun he had.
Great drag race right there, buddy. I didn't think I got it either. I thought you
Well,
had
go back, Jared, and since we got our standings all dialed in, let's take a look at that finish one more time. See exactly how close that bad boy was. Oh man, that is close. I think that is the closest margin of victory we've had in quite a long time. Let's see what view we can get to really take a look. This is coming into turn 3.
Yeah, right there, David has to get out of the gas or else he goes up the racetrack, which allows Adam to use that momentum he's got from the top lane to get right next to him. David comes down, they side draft, the side force affecting both of them. Don't make contact. Think maybe if Adam went down to the apron, he could have gotten it, but it was just by a nose. I mean, maybe an inch.
Yeah, that was an awesome race. Great job by both drivers. Yeah, congratulations to David and Adam for that fantastic finish here at the QRL. What a great race, Jared. It was a pleasure getting to do this again with you, Jared. I know it's been a while since we did a QRL race, but what a heck of a race to come back to do a broadcast for, man. So thank you, Jared, for being here with me once again.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if maybe I can use some magic here. I'll have to see real quick if I can get a word. I gotta see if he's busy, but this may be a last minute thing. It looks easy enough. I'm gonna do it. I might live to regret this. I might get kicked out of this for this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
All right.
David, we just got done with the stream, and you won Michigan. We want some of your thoughts as you're driving a truck right now in Dover. But do you have any words for us?
Sorry if I
Man, that was one hell of a
did something
race.
wrong there, but that was just a lot of fun.
I knew I
Holy
had a
crap,
car that could be competitive. I just was not expecting the tire difference there at the end to be such a big difference there between me and Adam Newton. So going in there, he passed me with the 3 laps to go. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to come home second, but I didn't give up. I dove it off in there in turn 1, and I guess he just missed his corner just a little bit, which gave me the advantage to get next to him going into 3. So I drove it off into 3, and I was like, I'm just going to park it on the bottom because he's either going to have to go through me or move me. And I didn't expect him to get down there on that apron like that, and we just had a drag race to the finish. So very excited to add it as a 4th win of the season and extend that little bit of a playoff lead. Adam, fucking great.
I'm gonna put you back into your lobby. I just saw that you lost a place on your stream, and I don't want to take away your if you win in that race. So I'm gonna put you back.
I appreciate it, Jared. Y'all have a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris, that was a lot of fun.
I'm really glad I have the ability to just drag drivers in here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Jared. Great call on that. Getting Mr. Owens in here.
Yeah, Matt too there. Oh,
wow.
God. And
I watched this race live the other night, and I was on the edge of my seat, relaxing after work, and it was a great race. So shout out to all the drivers who've been real clean. Only 2 incidents. Very proud of that. And as they head off into their next week here, we'll be sure to keep tabs on it. But Jared, anything you like, before we sign off, got anything, any words to bestow on to us?
I guess Sunday after the bonfire race at Kansas, your guy is going back to the old dirt track for a short practice session. They put new dirt down, so I'm gonna get back into the actual race car and get a little bit dirty. So I might have to get some GoPro clips of me driving the car, maybe get one of almost reverse, not looking at the track, but maybe looking at me driving the car. We'll have to see.
Oh, that'd be awesome,
yeah,
Jared. Well,
getting back into the car.
Awesome, man. Well, that's good to hear. Good luck with everything that entails with that, Jared. And yeah, I think it's gonna time to get some dinner. I don't know, maybe we might do another race after this or later on in the week for our BRL series. But I just want to say thank you to everyone tuning in. Once again, we couldn't do this without everyone's support, and this community is great, and these leagues are great, and just glad we can partake in it and give back in some way. So for Jared Kelly, and this is Kevin Kyle, everyone have a great night. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.